Well, heck and hi there. Hello, everybody. How is it going? Welcome in. It is Tuesday. It's reaction day. Hi. So yeah, it was, another busy day, and I did my overtime shift and everything, did all that and got off work and managed to knock out a reaction and had to go to the grocery store. So I just got back and I had just enough time to set everything up, and I think everything's working. Hopefully it's not the squeaky voice that we all love and hate, that one. But yeah. So let me see. Jim, hello. How is it going? Hard to believe it's been 10 years. I remember hearing it like it was just like it just happened. I mean, yeah, it's crazy, right? I remember there was I used to work at this place called Great Wolf Lodge. It's a theme park basically for kids, and I worked as a Starbucks barista there. And I remember, I think it had to have been like 2015. It had to have been. I remember there was like an episode of some show on, and Prince guest starred on it. I have no idea what the show was, but I was like, oh, that's cool. And like I didn't really know much about Prince. I know he did some music and stuff, but I didn't realize he like did any acting at that time. I had no clue. And so that's like the only thing I remember. And then like the next year he passed away. So I was like, wow, that's insane. Duffman, welcome in. How is it going? What are we playing? We're playing music, my guy. We're playing music. Love Tigress, also welcome in. Hello. So yeah, today is a Prince themed, speaking of Prince, is a Prince themed viewer submission reaction stream. So if you have a Prince song, like a music video, a live performance, an audio track, a cover that somebody did of a Prince song, definitely drop them in the in the form. And it does not have to be Prince. That's just the theme that we're going with. I should probably just mention that right now. You don't have to. This is not a mandatory, strictly Prince only. But that's just the theme we're going with, just because it's the 10th anniversary of his passing. That'd be cool to do. And it seemed like when people voted on the poll in the post section, it seemed overwhelmingly positive to go for it. So here we are. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Great, because I don't have a Prince song. That's valid, and not everybody's gonna have a Prince song. Not everybody was a huge fan of Prince. Prince wasn't everybody's favorite. I totally get that. So it's totally valid. If you want to drop a tease, drop a tease. And that like the group a tease, not a teaser. I should probably mention that. Different kind of tease. Goodness. All right, so I should probably go over the release schedule before we get started, because I like to get that out of the way. So let's do that. So we want monitor one screen. We need to get rid of chat real quick over here. All right, so, and I can only see one chat. The other chat's blocked by the screen right now, so unfortunately I can't see the other chat. All right, so having said that, this week we're back to daily reactions again. If you did not know, the copyright strike kind of hindered the channel for about 90 days, and last Tuesday it finally fell off. So we are back, baby. So Sunday was Travis Tritt, and the song was Anymore. I am not known to listen to country, so I kind of branching out to different genre and trying different things. So I tried a country song. I thought it was fine. It was fine. It was just fine. So that was on Sunday. Yesterday was Monday. So that was Will Ramos and his his vocal performance of a song that he's part of the group of The Abyss. And I got to check that one out with Shy. Today was Devin Townsend, and it's the Devin Townsend Project, and their performance of Deadhead, and that was a live performance. Tomorrow is Wednesday. That's Reaction Recap Day. So if you don't know what that is a day where I take some of the reactions we do on the live streams, I chop them down, turn them into reactions. It's kind of like a best of for that day, basically. And typically I'll drop 3, and we do have 3. So we have Igor Headbutt, we have Phil Collins In the Air Tonight, and then we have Paul McCartney and Wings Band on the Run. Now keep in mind, these are from like well over 3 months ago because I didn't drop daily reactions. So these are from a while back, and it's gonna be like that for a while. So anyway, going into Thursday, we have Novia Bachmid we got to check out, or I got to check out a performance that Chaka Khan did. I believe it's the Weekend Project. Is that the name of it? I gotta go check real quick. Give me 1 second, because I have it written down on the video itself, and I cannot remember for the life of me what the channel is. I just want to. Roommate Project, that's it. Okay, it's with the Roommate Project. It's the same group that Chaka Khan did with Lose Control. So this is Novia Bachmid, Where Is My Husband? I don't remember, I know it's a cover, but I don't remember who it is initially. Did I write that down? Maybe I did. By Ray, that's the original performer. So this is a cover. So that'll be tomorrow, or on Thursday. Friday is Pink Floyd's Sorrow, and I got to do that one with Doll Cake. Now, some people are like, didn't you do that reaction already? I did. The person I did that with, I had to remove those reactions because of some less than favorable issues that happened with that person. So all of those got deleted. I manually deleted them all. So redoing it, but I'm checking it out with somebody that hadn't checked out that song before. So yeah. I think it's still fine. And then Saturday is Gatrick Spin and their performance of Mindset. So that is the week in a nutshell. And now we can chop this off. Hi there, hello. Okay, now I can see both chats. All right, so Sally, welcome in as well. Good evening, hello, hi there, hello. All right, so let's pop up the, whatchamacallit. All right, we do have some submissions. Cool. Alrighty, let's see here. Let me get this thingy pulled up. And we want this one. Cool, it is set up. Love it. Just want to make sure there's no priority requests. Cool. Because I don't want to leave anybody out. That would be disrespectful. All right, so let's extend this a little bit. All right, let's pop up a couples. Since Aleatorios is up first, I want to make sure that one does work and isn't blocked. Would hate for that to happen. Excuse me. Good news, it works. Love it. All right, let's go ahead and queue these up so they're ready to go. And also, let me know if they end up being too loud. Because I did kind of adjust my settings in OBS, and I don't remember changing it back. So hopefully it's not too loud, but we'll play it by ear. Here, I'll turn this up real quick all the way, and you let me know if that's too loud or not loud enough, or things like that. Definitely let me know, because I wanna set the volume before we jump into the actual reactions. Just sent a VP request for Kiss. Nice. Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I did see that on here. Hello? No. Don't mute it. Yeah, this one right here. I will say I did check that one out a while back. However, I think it's still awesome to check out because there's a bunch of people that haven't checked it out before. So I just want to point that out there. And it's also been a very long time since I have checked it out. So, you know, I think it'll be fine. All right, so I'm guessing volume is fine with this. I'm guessing it's not too loud or anything like that. I guess I should turn this down a little bit. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute that. All right, so it was released in 2019, so probably several haven't seen. Exactly, yeah. It's a bit louder than usual, but not terrible. It was up all the way, so, and usually I'll have it up at like 90% for, you know, the reactions that we do. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the link for the one that we're doing now, and then I will read the message as per usual. So yeah, hopefully it's good. I can always drop it a little bit more I'll put it at around minus 10 decibels. I don't know what that sounds like. I don't know what that translates to, but that's what it says. So if it ends up being too quiet, let me know. Okay, so this first one up is from Aleatorio. This is Novos. Is that an I or an L? My eyesight's terrible. Novos Bayanos. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Menina Danka. How'd I do? Probably terrible. All right, so this song is from 1972, but this music video is from a documentary broadcast in Germany in 1973. Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. No subtitles on this one. I like the acoustic guitar. Okay, I lied. There are subtitles. They're just in German. She's got a very soft voice. Depois de esgotar o tempo regulamentar. De lado o olho desaforo e o que diz o meu nariz arrebitado e não levo pra casa. I hear an acoustic guitar, but I see a bass. I don't really hear the bass. Okay, there we go. I don't think it was playing yet, that's why. Because now I hear it. Jeez, those are some drum fills. I think it's really cool how it's one single shot. Like, it's one camera and we haven't cut at all. I wonder if we're gonna keep going in circles and kind of create this dynamic like that. I feel like the drums are going harder than they need to. Like, they have no business going this hard. It definitely has this energy that makes you want to get up and dance. That guitar is interesting, like the top of the fretboard where the pegs are, it looks like half of it's broken off. It's like really thin. She's very expressive with her face too. The bass and the guitar are great through this. I don't know, like the instrumentation, like I feel like it's just going harder than it needs to. But it's good, you know? There's a bit of distortion, but I think that's just because the camera is so close. So it's picking up everything. An abrupt ending, but you know what? That's fine. Yeah, I mean, definitely great energy throughout. Like she was dancing throughout the majority of that, and it was really cool how it was just the acoustic guitar at first. Like they didn't show the acoustic guitar at first. It was just we got to see the drummer and the bass guitarist, and that was it. Like it was like I hear the acoustic guitar, so maybe it's like I didn't know if it was just an audio track like and we had the footage and those two had nothing to do with each other, but no, it was just the acoustic play and then everything came in. So I was waiting before I just kind of made a decision on that, so I'm glad that I did. um and then yeah, like the instrumentation very intense throughout. You know, I just feel like they went a little harder than they should have, and it was like awesome. It was great. The energy was great. Like it was upbeat. It made you want to get up and move. She was obviously dancing. She had great vocals throughout this. Like really calm vocals by comparison to other instruments as well. I thought it was an interesting contrast. But I mean, I think it worked really well. But yeah, I liked it. It was good. Check the lyrics. I can probably do that. Let me see what we can do here. All right, Google lyrics. I should probably put English because, you know. All right. What does it translate to? Oh, I didn't translate the name of the song. That's unfortunate. I'll just go through the verse and the chorus. When I got here, everything was turned upside down. I just work it out for myself, but I myself roll my little eyes. I only get into the match because I'm really beyond the running out of the ordinary time. In the corner of the speck, in the corner of the eye, the girl dances within, and within the girl dances. And if you close your eyes, the girl still dances. Within the girl, she still dances. And until the sun comes up. So basically, just dancing like she was, like just like nonstop dancing. Great, like amazing energy to dance. So I got that. But yeah, I think it was good. Let's see here. I can't take my dog to the pond anymore because the ducks keep attacking her. That's what I get for adopting purebred. Where's that thing at? Coming in with the dad jokes, of course. You have a Prince theme, or I would have requested Voice Play's newest that they released on Friday, Bon Jovi's Wanted Dead or Alive. I did see that they dropped that. I thought that was really cool. Never play poker with cows. The stakes are too high. This is true. Now I want a steak. All right, I'm gonna go get some steak. I will be right back. I'm kidding. No. What do you call a group of unorganized cats? A catastrophe. This is true. I should know. My wife told me to take the spider out rather than killing it, so we went and had some drinks. Turns out the kid's a web designer. I'm telling you, they spiders they're busy, you know. Hello, Aleatorio. Check the lyrics. Right, yeah, we just did that. All right, cool. So we are done with that one, and I need to make these a little bit bigger. Let's see. Where's the thing? Why am I? Oh no, it's this, right? Yeah, this one. There we go. No, not 540. We just need 50. Thank you. Here we go. You got the dad jokes you requested. Well, thank you very much. Always a pleasure. I did put in the message. Send your best dad joke, or tell a dad joke. One or the other. You know, whatever works. All right, so there's that one. So next up is from Jim. This is Prince with this tear, or with this tear. I'm gonna guess it's with this tear, but tear and tear are spelled the same way, so I don't know. Was released today by his estate in honor of the 10th anniversary of his death. All right, so this is a brand new video. I don't know about the song, but at the very least, a new video. Go ahead and drop that there. Go ahead and drop that there. Is there any information of when the song was released, or is this, yeah, unreleased studio recording from Prince's legendary vault, recorded in 1991 at Paisley Park. The track has been newly mixed and mastered by Grammy-nominated engineer-producer Chris James. He's worked for Frank Ocean, Miguel, and Janelle Monáe. A longtime Prince collaborator, Hit and Run, Phase 2, Art Official Age, and a very long name. I'm guessing these are album titles. Plectrum Electrum, there we go. Which features Prince producing, arranging, composing, and producing all instrumentation. Shortly after its creation, Prince offered the song to Celine Dion, who recorded her own version in '92. This track is the beginning of a number of unreleased Prince recordings scheduled for release this year as part of a never before released Prince album project. So, this is the start of it. If you didn't know, now you do. And knowing is half the battle. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out. I wonder if when Celine Dion dropped her cover of the song, if people knew it was a cover. I have no idea. If this one was never released, you know? I don't know. Let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go.
When I was younger, I always said that one day I was going to play all kinds of music and not be judged for the color of my skin, but the quality of my work. And hopefully that will continue.
It's cool that how they have audio recording like that.
With this tear, how they want. I long for you to talk to me like you did.
I don't know what that said on the car.
Right in the restaurant, you spoke of love so openly. And again and again, you promised me that you never leave. But now you're gone. With this voice, I become.
It's got an R&B feel to it. I don't know I don't know how many songs I've checked out from Prince that have an R&B style to them or not. I don't know if I have or not, honestly.
What I did wrong. Why must I hear your voice inside my head all day and all night long?
I know that's from Purple Rain, or no, When Doves Cry, sorry. I know that's from When Doves Cry.
Not fair.
It's really cool how they're using a bunch of old footage like this. Different performances, different music videos.
With these arms, I held you.
That's some crazy movement like that on the stage. Just moving while sitting backwards.
And you wrote every day.
Some of these look like they would be extremely intense performances.
You could do when your pain went away. But all that went away was you. With this
He always had really awesome guitars.
that night in the restaurant. With this
Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. I probably should have paused sooner rather than later, and that was a interesting place to pause on. But you know what? That's fine. That was the suggestive performance that he did during the Super Bowl that some people complained about because it is just certain silhouettes pop up certain shapes. I guess I don't really see it necessarily, but I know people complained about it. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool seeing a bunch of different footage from all these different performances, all these different music videos, some of which I've seen, probably a majority of them I have not. I think it's really cool how they're featuring all of that. I love how they had the audio recording at the beginning of Prince talking. It's just I don't know if that means they're going to incorporate those into all of the videos that they're going to do this year for this album that they're dropping. I think that would be really cool if they did. I don't know if these are unreleased audio recordings or not. That I don't know. But I really love the instrumentation throughout this. Like he's playing on piano. I know that he plays a bunch of different instruments. I don't know which instruments he's playing during this, if he has other people playing during this, or this is all him. Because I know I've been told some of the albums he did all the instrumentation himself and all that. So I have no idea on this one. But I think the piano is fantastic throughout this. The drums are great. His vocal work is great as well. Like clean vocals, falsetto singing voices, and everything. I was kind of half expecting, just because of all of the performances we got to see with him doing guitar solos and things like that. It's kind of half expecting a guitar solo in this, but I think it's fine without it. I think that would only elevate the performance just that much more if it did have that, but I think it's fine without it. It's definitely great. Yeah, I mean, it's just a really good performance. It's crazy that it never got released. I don't know if that was a record issue, a record studio issue, or if he just held on to a bunch of stuff just to hold on to it to release it later and never got around to it. I got no idea. But yeah, I think it's really good. I like it. Hi, do the requests have to be Prince themed or what? No, they do not. I did not put that in the pinned message on that. Unfortunately, I forgot to. I was in a hurry to put that message up. But no, it doesn't have to be Prince themed. That's just the theme that we're going with today. So if you have a Prince one, cool. But if not, there are quite a few on here that are not from Prince. So it's totally okay. The first song we checked out today was not Prince. So yeah, it's all good. But also welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well, TJ. Need to get some water. All right, so I'm gonna back it up a little bit. I'm guessing this one is probably from like his later performances. I don't know if they're like all the video footage that we're getting is like scattered, just random different footage from different years, or if it's chronological. I have no idea. So if anybody has any information about that, that would be cool to learn as well. Thanks, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I have energy, which is crazy. I've been working 6 days a week for the last few weeks, and it's hard to say if I'm gonna have energy or if I'm gonna be tired. And right now I have energy, so we're gonna roll with it as long as we can. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go. Oh yeah, I did see somebody reach up during the Hall of Fame performance. They brought Prince down slowly, so now I see it again. It sounds live. I don't know if they pulled. I don't know if he played this live ever, or if the applause was from something else. Huh. if it was live, I couldn't tell until the applause happened. So I think that's really cool. How like it. I feel like with Prince songs, the way he did them in studio, the way he does them live, it's like he didn't really do any. Like obviously he didn't do auto tune or anything, but it felt like it was as authentic as he possibly could have it. So I think that's great. Just the way he went about all his performances and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it is definitely a phenomenal song. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what else they're releasing that was never actually released for this over the year. I think that's going to be cool to check out. But yeah, I think it was good. All right, so let's go ahead and pop this, and we're doing this shade of green. All right, so next up, we have Tom Jones from Sally. Tom Jones and the Art of Noise. Maybe I should read before I just start asking questions. So Tom Jones was a very well-known singer in the UK when he released this, but I don't know if it made it across the Atlantic. And this is Kiss. So I'm guessing this is a Prince cover of the song Kiss. I have checked out a couple of Tom Jones performances. He's a Welsh performer. I did one recently for the Revisit series that I did. So fairly recent, gotten to check out Tom Jones, but at the same time, it's been a minute. So Sally, is Tom Jones and the Art of Noise, is that like the group that he performs with, or is that like what is that exactly? Or should I just click on the video and find out? Because I feel like that could be the way to go too. But I will go ahead and share this. It does say the Art of Noise. It looks like it's a YouTube channel, could be a group. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. There we go. All right. Let's see, make sure. Hopefully the volume's been good. It's a little loud on my side, but maybe it sounds better on y'all's side. I don't really know. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. The Art of Noise was a separate group that he collabed with. Okay. Are they still around, or is this just, it was like a one-off kind of thing? There's questions that I have. I don't know. I don't know anything about the Art of Noise. Obviously, it's a group that he collabed with, but that's as far as I got. If you have any information about them, that would be cool to learn. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. This is Tom Jones and the Art of Noise, Kiss. Here we go. Oh, that was cool. You got that bass here and the drums here. So we have Tom Jones dressed as Neo and doing a deeper vocal performance of the song. And then the backing vocals are the higher. Okay, I see. I think it works really well. Obviously, it's his style to sing a little deeper. I think even without the backing vocals, like the backing vocals are great. I think they just elevate the performance that much more, but he definitely doesn't need them. It works both ways. The visuals are very interesting as well. Pause right there. That's about the halfway mark. This time I got the halfway mark done. There we go. So yeah, I think it's really cool because he's not exactly a higher vocal performer. He kind of stays in the baritone range. And because coming from, I've only heard Prince's version of this and Voice Play's version of this, and both of them are much higher in the vocal range. So coming from a different way to go about it, I think is great. I think it definitely works here. The instrumentation throughout this, I think is really cool as well. Like we have different instruments in different sides of the. I don't know how that sounds on speakers, but you can really hear it with the earphones, with the headphones. So you have the bass in the right ear, and then you have the drums in the left, and the horns. I feel like you can hear on both of them. So I think it's really cool. The backing vocals, they come out with that higher vocal style that Prince did. I think that works as well. So having both the higher vocals and the low, like it creates a great spectrum of vocal work here, and I think that's really awesome. The visuals are awesome too. It kind of reminds me of shows that were in the 90s that my generation grew up on, like Bill Nye the Science Guy. And I guess like Saved by the Bell, I think had animations like this as well. I don't know when this was. I don't remember if you put when this was. No. Does it say here? No, it does not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know when this released or anything like that, but it gives off like a 80s, 90s style for video, and I think that's really cool. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. Let's see here. I must admit, I don't know myself. I just remembered the cover. His original hits were in the 60s. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the only songs that I've checked out from Tom Jones are from the 60s. Excuse me. So yeah, it's cool that he obviously kept going with music as well. He had to come back with this and some other collaborations. Right. And obviously being on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a big thing as well, with his It's Not Unusual. This was 1989. Okay, yeah, that's, I feel like about that right time frame with the graphics and everything. But yeah, I'm really liking this. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go.
Better dance now.
Great horn work. And now we have the guitar coming in. I'm sure the guitar was playing throughout, but it was so subtle. I feel like it kind of got drowned out. But now it's really here for the solo. His dancing is also really interesting.
Women and girls rule my world. I say they rule my world. At your age, mama, not your
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Pucifer. I forgot the name. Apocalyptical, I think is the name of the song. That music video kind of reminds me a little bit. But I'm sure the way he's dancing was done a lot. So I don't think it's like exclusive to Tom Jones, but it's just that style. Yeah. That's awesome. These popped up in such a... Why would they off-center it like that? That's weird. And it just blocked the video. I don't know. It was like really odd placement. It's like it's trying to force you to click on one of those. I mean, obviously, go check, that stuff out, but it's just interesting. Yeah, I mean, the guitar work that we got throughout that, the solo I thought was great. It just melded really well with the rest of the instrumentation. Again, vocal work absolutely fantastic throughout this. The dancing was great. I think it's just an overall great cover. I think he definitely did well. But they, I guess, just the whole group in general. I think they definitely did the song justice. I really liked how they went about it. But yeah, definitely great. Hello, Elite G-Man, welcome in. Hopefully you are doing well. How are you? Yeah, this was awesome. I liked it. So let's say here we want these. That was number 3. Let me go check up here just to make sure. Don't want to exclude anybody. All right, so let's get the next 3 queued up. And we need to make these about the same size. Okay, there we go. We can cross that out. Okay. Making sure everything's good to go. All right. Sweet. All right, so this next one's from Love Tigress. This is A Tease, Not Too Late. The song that made me fall in love with A Tease. Turn the caption on. It's a beautiful song. Cool, we do get caption for this one. Okay. And it looks like it's a live performance just based on this thumbnail, but I mean, I could be wrong. Guess we'll find out when we get into it. Also, okay. Real quick, let me turn off my alarm so it doesn't just go off mid-reaction. It's happened a couple of times, and I feel bad. You know? Yeah, don't want that going off. Alrighty. Also, this is like the closest shirt that I had to purple. I know it's maroon. It's a shade of red, but you know there's a bit of purple in there, and it's been raining all day, so purple rain. Haha. And also, hey, look, we got a purple backdrop for this, so that's cool. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out. This is A Tease, Not Too Late. Here we go. Oh, caption, right. English, cool. Because sometimes it changes languages for no reason, it seems like. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so this is a live performance. It's very smoky. It's very ethereal with the smoke and the screen. It's almost like a dream sequence. Definitely great vocal work. I don't know if it just froze on me or what. 잘 살아 멀쩡해 너 잘 먹고 잘 살아 걱정하지 말라고 엄마 아빠 나 잘 살아 그래 맞아 행복해 내가 선택한 건 맞아 근데도 가끔 이렇게 허전할 때는 말야 그 소리에 고통을 기도해 대상 없는 아무데를 향해 하는 거야 또 괜찮을 거야 또 괜찮을 거야 혹시 더 생각해 Is anyone out there 들리시나요 내 읊조리는 고독이 들리시나요 I think everybody has great style as well. Okay, I'll pause real quick. Yeah, I mean everybody has like a different outfit, you know, and like they all dress differently. They're all dressed in their own style, which I think is great. They're not really dancing around or anything, but I feel like this also is not really a song that you have stage presence to. Like this is a softer song, a slower song. The vocal work that they have is great as well. It's very softly spoken throughout. Like harmony that we get from everybody here is great. It's very clean vocals, but kind of soft as well. But I think it works for the theme of the song. It all works together very well. All the smoke and the backing screen that we have, it just creates this like almost ethereal environment. I don't really know how to describe it very well, but that's what I'm going with. It's almost like they're out in space, basically, just kind of out there on their own, alone. But it's it's never too late to find that special someone or someone that you're looking for. So never give up. And yeah, I like how not one single member is like taking lead. Like we're kind of passing that around. Like everybody's like everybody's contributing to the song. And I think that's great as well. So there's no one just hogging the spotlight here. But yeah, I think it's really cool. This performance doesn't give this song justice, but it's still okay, I guess. The song makes me cry every time. Well, valid. So I'm guessing like the music video, I don't know if there is a music video for this one because we've seen a decent amount of music videos from them. I'm guessing the music video is probably more emotional. It probably has a more emotional weight to it. And this is it emotional in a different way. I feel like it is like it's more just to focus on the vocal aspect of this. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully you know what I'm going for. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out the rest of it. Here we go.
번이면 되잖아. 그만 날 꺼내줘요. 흔들리고 싶지 않아. 이러다 사라지겠어. 죽이고 살리고 미치게 아련하게 하지만 미련 없이 버리고 싶으니까요. 보이는 걸
Oh, so they have backing track too. Okay. I thought like there was always two people on mics, but that's interesting. It's not bad, by the way. But it really reinforces some of the higher notes there. So I didn't hear any applause at the end there. Okay, so this was 5 months. Oh, this was uploaded 5 months ago. I don't know if this was a COVID performance where it was just digital only, where it was just streamed. Because again no applause. Because I feel like you would hear something. And also I don't know if that's still a thing. I don't know if people still do digital only concerts. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't catch the backing track throughout this until we got to see the full shot of the group, which I'm glad that we're bouncing around. We're getting a bunch of different shots and everything, so we're kind of focusing on who's singing and everything. But when they backed up and we only saw like one person on mic, that's how we were able to figure that out. But yeah, I think it's really cool having that aspect as well. It just kind of reinforces some of that vocal work. It just kind of makes it sound a little fuller and everything. So I think that's great. But yeah, I think it's a good performance. It's very moving. The instrumentation throughout that, it definitely kind of reinforces that more somber tone for it as well. But yeah, I think it's good. Good morning, gang. Ian, hopefully you are doing well. Welcome. I'm sure you're gonna have to go to work soon, so we're getting close to yours, if I'm not mistaken. We should be there pretty soon. It's only for rappers. Okay, valid. The vocalists help each other, two backing each other up. It was during COVID, right? Okay, yeah. And again, that does make sense. Elite G-Man, thank you for the daily check-in, redeeming that. Usually I have messages that pop up, but during the reaction streams, I have those bots turned off because they pop up little noises and everything. But I feel like it's more appropriate to have those turned off, so I'm not interrupting the artist's song. You know, I feel like that'd be rude to have happen. Because they're fun sounds and everything, but you know, I don't think they're as appropriate, you know, having a Pokemon sound come in during a really impactful song, you know? So, yeah. I guess I can scrap that. I don't need that anymore. All right, so this one's from Vdoin. This is Voice Play's cover of Prince's Kiss, and this is from 2019 when Earl and J Nun were still in Voice Play. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and share that link. No, I just did. We're good. Early start to your show now since daylight savings ended here, so should be good here till the end. Oh, cool. Very cool. All right. Daylight savings is interesting, isn't it? So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this. Here we go.
You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on.
Okay, so this is before Caesar.
Just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn. Yeah, you don't need experience.
You know what's interesting? They really have not aged in years.
Up to me, I'm gonna show you what it's all about. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your kiss. Kiss. You got to not talk dirty, baby. Dirty, baby. If you won't impress me, no, no. You can't be too far.
I think J Nun on the first verse and then Ellie on the second, I think works really well. Pause right there, because that's, you know, about halfway. So yeah, I think it's really cool how J Nun took verse 1 and then Elliot took verse 2. We're balancing out the vocal range, the harmony, the backing harmony that we have with, you know, between J Nun, Ellie, and I'm sorry, I forgot his name. It's written here. Earl. I haven't seen a lot of performances with Earl, so I typically forget Earl's name. But yeah, it's neither here nor there. Still a great performer. Yeah, having all three of them provide backing harmony for the other person taking lead, I think works really well. The bass and the percussion we have from Jeff and Lane also work really well here. The lighting also being purple, you know, it fits really well for Prince, you know, because purple was a pretty typical color for Prince. All of the different purple shades here just work really well, I feel like. But yeah, I think everything that they're doing here is great. I know that when we covered this, I think it was me and Chai that covered this, and this was like well over a year ago, I'm pretty sure. I think we discussed how while not as, it's like just under how Prince did his version. You know, it's not necessarily better. They're not trying to one up Prince here or anything. They're doing a great tribute for the performance, and I think that's great. But yeah, I think it's a good performance. Let's see. Just like yourself and us haven't aged at all. Well, I don't know about that. So here's the thing. Yesterday, I went to my mom's house because I have to pull some photos for a slideshow for the wedding, right? And I saw a bunch of photos from when I was a kid. I saw a bunch of photos from what would be the time frame? Definitely college. And then obviously from kid to now, you know, it's different. But from what I looked like in college to now, especially high school and college to now, like I had long hair, like kind of similar to Jeff a little bit. I was a little more wavy, but kind of similar to Jeff. And I had at one time I had a goatee, which I don't know why I did. Much better to just go for the full beard, you know. There were times when I grew out the beard as well, which I haven't really done since probably 2021. I cut it off in 2021 and just left it kind of shorter like this. You know, I'll let it grow, you know, a couple weeks and then I'll trim it, but it's not nearly as thick as it has been in the past. Also, I just feel like, you know, over the years, you know, my weight's fluctuated and everything. I feel like now, I feel like I look better now than I ever have. I look in the mirror and I'm not just like looking for things that I hate about myself, you know. So I'm finally there, you know. But yeah, I'm comparing how they look, you know, from this is like what 2019 to 2026. Like Jeff, Ellie, Lane, they look the same. Janan maybe looks a little different, and that just might be because of certain facial hair that he does or how he has his hair. But the other three definitely have not changed at all, I feel like. And I can't say the same for Earl necessarily. But I'm comparing that to Home Free, how, you know, 2016 to 2026, over the last 10 years, there's been, I feel like, they a bit of a change with how they look. They definitely look more refined, I guess would be a good. They have definitely aged a bit, but not in a bad way. You know what I mean? So comparing the two groups like that, I feel like Voice Play just, they're looks wise they're timeless, but Home Free I feel like has aged, but you know, aged like fine wine, not like aged like milk, because that would be insulting and bad. Anyway, huge tangent, you know. I feel like, but it's all there. Ads. Okay, so yeah, we'll chill for a minute. We'll chill before we jump back in, because ad break and everything. I hate ads, by the way. But they make us do it, and it is what it is. So yeah, I won't make anybody miss anything. So yeah, all good with that. I having checked out a tease just now, it kind of made me realize there was another group I haven't checked it in a while, and I should probably write them down because I kind of want to check them out again. I'm not gonna say who it is because I feel like it gives things away, and I like to keep some mystery. I like to keep an air of mystery of sorts, you know. So just wanted to write that down. Oh man, so I don't know if y'all are like super busy throughout the week or not. I have no idea, but I know this week is a little busy. Next week I am doing something every single day, and I have like zero free time, like at all. And it's gonna be hard getting through next week. But I'm gonna make everything work. I'm gonna make, you know, the streams work. I'm gonna make because I have to go to the office next Thursday, which I don't want to do, but I have to. We all have to go in at least once a month. It's just the drive. It takes so long to get there. It's awful. And unfortunately, it has to be during a period where I'm doing a lot of stuff. So it is what it is. But I know next Wednesday, they're throwing like and I guess I didn't really know this was a thing, but a wedding shower. I know that I know there's a bridal shower and I know there's a baby shower, but I didn't know there was I didn't know there was something called a wedding shower. I didn't know there was something I was incorporated in. I had no clue. So I get to do that next Wednesday right after work. Like I have to dip out a little early to make sure I get there. Ads are over. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure. I didn't want anybody to miss anything. You know, I feel like that'd be rude. And I'm always down to listen to Linkin Park. So, you know, favorite band and all that. And, you know, I think it's incredible how there's a Linkin Park lo-fi like video just constantly going. Wedding date. Yeah, I do have a date for my wedding. I as I should, you know, it's the bride, you know. No, it's gonna be in July. So I wasn't gonna mention it until much later, but I am actually going to take the entire month of July off. From streaming. Not only are we doing the wedding, but I'm doing the honeymoon and I'm also moving. So there's going to be like so much happening in July. Like I don't, other than the couple of days that I'm working, those weeks that I'm not out of town, well, even with working, I'm going to be doing something. So it's insane. It's gonna be hard, but once we're all moved in and stuff, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. You will have a busy July. Glad you're taking time off. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I'm gonna have to for 2 weeks because I'm gonna be out of the country. But you know, sorry, I won't be able to make the wedding. I mean, that's okay. That's okay. Somebody, I did get asked about the wedding registry and all that. We don't really have a registry, but there is a honeymoon fund. If y'all are interested, I can share that link once it gets created. I don't think it's made yet, but we're doing that. So because we already have a place to move to, and we have kind of a lot of favors that we're cashing in for the wedding itself, which is great. So financially, with that, you know, I feel like there's 3 things that you do when you get married: the wedding, the house, and the honeymoon. Those are the 3 big funds, and I feel like you should always put money into not all 3 of them necessarily, but at least 1, obviously. But you know, maybe 2. You know, make it moderately nice. You know, so we're putting money into the honeymoon. Where I don't know if I should say where we're going yet. I don't know, but you know, we'll get there later. That sounds like a great plan. Take the time you need, absolutely, and don't worry, there will be daily reactions. They're already, like, all my reactions are pre-uploaded, they're scheduled and everything. So even though I will be out of town, there will still be something happening every day on the channel. So don't worry. I just won't be doing live streams or anything. Anyway, huge tangent, sorry. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of this performance. Here we go.
Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time in your kiss, extra time in your. I just want your. You don't have to talk dirty, baby. You don't have to talk.
I remember ripped jeans were a thing for a while. I don't know if they still are though.
Just give me your kiss. Whoa.
I said women, not girls, rule my world. I said they rule my world.
Coming in with that bass vocal is like great for the song, I think.
Baby, we can do the twirl.
You don't have to watch Dynasty to have an attitude, baby. You just leave it all up to me. My love will be your
It's such an upbeat performance too. All the beatboxing he's doing through this is fantastic. Like he mixes it up with different in different portions of the song.
Hey y'all, thank you so much for watching.
So do they do series like this still, or was this just a period of time that they were doing that for? I don't remember if I asked that in the video or not. I have no idea. Oh yeah, that's the new one, Wanted Dead or Alive. They're doing that with Omar. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great performance throughout this. Having Jeff come in for at least part of the verse, I think that worked really well. And yeah, I really like how Lane comes in with different styles of percussion and beatboxing, you know, throughout the performance. Like he mixes it up. It is like, I feel like there's no two parts that are the same. So I think that's great. And, you know, just all the harmony that they're doing, it's just a really upbeat performance. And I think it's really good. And I liked it. Let's see here. Sup MJ here. Remember when I said I had an account for all my favorite singers? Well, on my newest one right now. All right, cool. So yeah, Tiny Tim, very nice. VoicePlay is already publicly teasing their next original music video, Into the Deep, which will premiere on YouTube soon. Likely in a couple weeks. They included the audio track on their brand new CD, Lore, and the new VoicePlay original is great. Cool. Eli Ellie is just great. Sorry, when I read something, it's just, yeah, no. Part work was a period of time with patron input. Oh, okay, I see. That was good. That was good. Absolutely. Patrons could request songs and how many of the group to participate. Some park work songs have multiple of the same person, but maybe only a couple of group members. Okay, interesting. So yeah, they mixed it up and stuff. That's pretty cool. Because I checked out Tennessee Whiskey, and I believe that was part of that as well, if I recall correctly. That was also a very long time ago. 5. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and copy this. There we go. Submitted Living in the Sunlight today from SpongeBob. Nice. That's pretty much where everybody knows it from. All right, so this is from TJ. This is King of Bongo. Mano Negra, that's the band. It's from 1987 to 1994. It's a French band. Lead singer Manu Chao. This sounds vaguely familiar. Have we checked them out before? I don't recall. I love this live version. They were known for having much energy. Okay, cool. Okay, well, yeah. The name sounded familiar. I was like, maybe? I can't remember, though. It must have been a while back. It's by Tiny Tim, but everyone knows it's from... Right, yeah, of course. Yes, Tennessee Whiskey was also part work, but has all 5 group members. Yes, yeah, it had all 5. It had Earl in there as well. I showed a song before here. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I remember. I remember now. I don't remember what the song was, I don't think, but... I do remember the group now. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. Doesn't sound very loud. That's as loud as it goes. Was it from this performance too? Something about this seems vaguely familiar. But maybe not. Oh. That was a screech. There was some feedback from the guitar on the speaker. I like the energy that they have, but I would expect there to be somebody playing the bongo with a song called King of Bongo, and I have yet to see that. Doesn't mean there's not. I don't think we've seen everybody, but I don't know, there's something about the guitar riff that I like. He's definitely interesting. They definitely have great, especially that guy without a shirt. Like, they definitely have great energy on stage. They know how to get a crowd going. I was like, what, did my headphones just die? Because all of a sudden there was a beep. I was like, no. And then it just cut off. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. And I guess the song just kept going. I don't know if we were getting close to the end or not, but I feel like they could have kept going with that. And I think that's, definitely fun. It seems like one of those songs that is just great for improving on stage, just having an extended version and just to get the energy going and everything. The instrumentation, I mean, it was a pretty repetitive guitar like riff throughout, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It definitely worked in favor of this song. And then the bass and the drums, like just bringing in that reinforcement, like is just definitely great on that. The vocal work, having the harmony and all that, just great energy. My only complaint, there were 0 bongos, so I have to give this 2 out of 5 stars. Needs more bongos. I'm kidding, no. But yeah, I think it's, you know, a fun performance. Obviously, the crowd was loving it for sure. All right, let's see here. Death of a Bachelor, the part work episode 4 is just Jeff and Earl. Okay, yeah, I don't think I've checked out any of the other part work videos or anything like that. So I don't even know how many there are. Love Yourself part work episode 1 is 2 Jeffs and 3 Ellies with Jeff beatboxing. Interesting. I was about to end. They have bongos on other songs. And they didn't think to put at least a bongo in the middle of the stage for this. Like, if they use bongos, why not show the bongo during the bongo song? That's odd to me, you know? I don't know. If one teeth is a tooth and one geese is a goose, shouldn't one sheep be a shoop? I mean, I'm telling you. And then, what's plural for octopus? You know, is a plural on mice on mouse? Is it meese? You know, Tiny Tim always didn't want to disappoint his fans, even if that meant having a heart attack during the show. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Like, he just seems like the type of dude to do everything that he can, put everything he can into it. I love Mies. Yeah. Veld, how is it going? How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. All right, let's get the next 3 going. I am starving all of a sudden. To be fair, I did not have lunch and I ate breakfast at like 7 o'clock. So I will say, once we're done with the list, I am going to end stream because I gotta get some food. Let's see here. He was actually a really nice guy, some people say. I totally get that. And if 1 feet is a foot, shouldn't 1 beat be a boot? Wait, one beat is a boot. Are we talking about boots? Or are we talking music beat? Or are we talking vegetable? I don't know. There's a lot of different on that one, I feel like. Anyway, so this next one is from Ian. This is Dammy. Is it Dammy I'm? Hopefully I'm not butchering that. Is an Australian who was runner-up in the Eurovision Song Contest, and it looks like she's covering Purple Rain, so that is cool. My only complaint is this is a bunch of shades of blue, not purple. So that's points off already, Ian. I'm kidding. No, it's okay. I'm just being a pain today. 1 boot, but I usually wear 2 beat. I get it. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out. This is also a little over 3 minutes, so I wonder how much got cut out or if they're speedrunning the song. Because isn't the song at least like 5 minutes? Anyway, let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go. Okay, so I think it's just an image. Okay. I feel like there's a build-up on the keys here. Having it on piano is a great change. And then all the other instruments come in all at once. That's great. Great vocal work as well. I don't remember if there was piano in Prince's rendition of the song or not. If not, that is a great incorporation. So far, I feel like the guitar is used a little more subtly here. Got some great range there. A little bit of vibrato. Really bringing in that power. The backing vocals are also a nice touch as well. Alright, so we're cutting out the guitar solo. Okay. I mean, it makes sense, you know, where we're mostly focusing on the vocal work for this. So I can see why they cut out, you know, a portion of the song. It makes sense. It would be kind of cool to have, you know, the whole song, but I think for what we got for this performance, I think it worked really nice. Yeah, I mean, as the performance went on, you can actually hear the passion and the power in her vocal work like increase and get louder and like definitely more passion as the performance went on. Adding in the backing vocals, you know, kind of subtle and sparingly as well, I think worked really well for the choruses. And yeah, I don't remember if Prince used the piano or not for Purple Rain. I can't remember. I know there was a guitar. I know there was drums and bass. I just don't remember if there was piano. It definitely, I feel like, wasn't like this. I feel like this was a way to go about it, you know, to kind of set her apart from Prince's rendition. I think that worked. I feel like at the end, they kind of ended a little more abruptly. But again, I think that was kind of the point. But yeah, I think for what we got was a really great rendition of Purple Rain. I think she definitely did, you know, a good chunk of the song justice. I definitely would love to have like the full guitar solo, obviously, but you know, for what we got, I think she did a great job with that. But yeah. Dami sang this when she won Australian X Factor. She had no experience in music before she went on the show. That's impressive. There's also footage of an interview in the hospital with Tiny Tim after the first heart attack. How many did he have? Because I knew of the one that he died from, but I don't know if I don't know how many he had. She was a controversial second in Eurovision. Many thought she should have won. I feel like for the first part of the performance, I feel like was great. You know, but the second half definitely elevated a lot more. Like she definitely showcased a lot more of her vocal talent. But the first half, it was a little more I guess close to the chest, you know, like she kept it really close to, you know, how Prince did. But she got to go off at the end as well. And I think, you know, that is really great. You know, it's just, it kind of a build up, you know. My song's coming up is not Prince themed, but reminds me of childhood. And that's totally fine. Does not have to be at all a Prince song. And that's totally fine. He died from the second one. Okay. So yeah, he had 2. That's crazy. He survived one, and the second one took him, unfortunately. Be interesting if he was still around, what he would do, you know? All right, so this one is from the Elite G-Men. This is Tight Pants Body Rolls by Leslie Hall. So let me get some water there. All right, so watch out. This song is about forest people who dance in tight clothes. Be sure to stick around for about 2:18. Those are slow-mo body rolls. Study those abs. I'm isolating and really getting good for live show entertainment. I plan to bring it. I'd like to comment on my skin tone. That is Iowa see-through skin. While indoors watching TV and crafting, you tend to form a shade of pink, white, and then pale, and then followed by clearness. I was like, what is that word? Clearness with blue veins running every which way. The costume seen in this video is my mom's Kill Bill inspiration because it's been playing on TV lately. She had to get there's a lot of information here. She had to get a colonoscopy, and so she watched them and realized maybe I had the power to kill Bill. In a dance, of course. Or a dance form, of course. All right. I don't know if I shared. Did I share? I did share it. Okay. If you like her Eurovision performance is amazing. Yeah, maybe we could check it out in a future live stream. You never know. All right, so let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
I was walking through the forest of moccasin bread when I saw a troll boy wearing tight pants.
It gives off Tim and Eric vibes.
Them, but can you even dance in those pants? Watch me, woman! They made a move like a vessel of shimmy, all sweet and tender like a tiny baby kitty. I need to get some, put my body in them, then I will rule the land. Is that an angel, baby? No, that's his dance moves. Yes. My lady honey grooves, feed me lots of jumbo juice. Call me Lady Tiger, but I never eat my young. My legs in those pants and
that backing song, I feel like it's from something else, but I'm not sure. It kind of sounds like it anyway.
Watch out for my body rolls. Watch out for my body rolls. High kicks. This is how we do it. I beg that boy to make me some. Gotta dance like that where I come from. Grab a partner, form a line, cut and stitch and make them shine. Work that elastic, it's looking fantastic. But please stitch them pretty, cause my body can't handle it. It's just the power of the light.
I feel like she definitely has great vocal work. She has great vocals. It's just a very interesting video.
When I place my legs in a cage of spandex, I dance like hell to release the madness. Watch my feet pound holes in plywood. Watch my hips crush plates of baked goods. Watch out for my body rolls. Watch out for my body rolls. High kicks.
I feel like it definitely has the capability to be very catchy.
This is how we do it. 'Twas the last stitch on the final scene. He placed onto me. My leg hairs quivered and screamed. I know I needed them more than ever, but then he looked at my legs and said, never. I was already wearing tight pants. I just did not activate them. Wow. Body roll, high kick. This is how we do it. What you sound.
It's really interesting having a Kill Bill inspired outfit.
I'm a dance floor tiger lady, pumping everything she has, touching every single lad, rubbing every lady back. Work that dance floor, they may vote you mayor jazz. One day have a plaque that says she wore the tightest of pants. Watch out for my body rolls. Watch out for my body rolls. High kicks. This is how we do it. Watch out for my body rolls. Watch out for my body rolls. High
I think it's interesting how a lot of the green screen is still popping through. I feel like the music video was made on $12 and a bologna sandwich for a budget. It's really interesting the way the video is framed. It really has a Tim and Eric style like feel to it, or Eric Andre, like those type of shows that were on Adult Swim. It just kind of follows in line with that. But looking past that, with the song itself, with the vocal work, I think she definitely has like great vocals. I feel like this is just more of a comedic song. I don't think it's necessarily made to be taken seriously or anything. I don't know. There's just something there that you kind of get this impression that she is a great singer, and she's just having a lot of fun with this. It's just really interesting how everything was just done on green screen, and it's just there were some scenes where like it was just kind of peeking through, like they had an aura, I guess people say, around them of the green screen. I think it's interesting, but definitely a lot of fun. It looked like they were having a lot of fun with that. But yeah, very, very nice. So yeah, let's see here. Looks like this is going to be the last one for today, and that is cool because I am starving. I feel like she does go off key in certain parts, but it also sounds like that was on purpose. I think, yeah, everything I feel like they did for that would, like, there was a point to it, you know. Definitely, for sure. All right. There we go. There we go. Music like that is interesting because in a way it's awful without it being objectively bad. Yeah, it's not meant to be taken seriously, I don't think. But yeah, that I don't know, that backing instrumentation, especially during the chorus, it sounds like it's from another song, and I do not know what song it is. I feel like it's a popular one, but I cannot for the life of me think of what it is. Anyway, give me 1 second, really quickly. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and detach or unpin this message. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove the link as well. That way, if anybody else comes in, they're not submitting a video for no reason. I don't want to make them feel bad. I don't want them to waste their time or anything. Because this is going to be the last one. All right, so this is from MJ, or Tiny Tim, if you will. This is Tiny Tim, Living in the Sunlight. If you recognize the song, there's a good chance you saw it on SpongeBob in, what was it, the first episode of SpongeBob? When they're getting sworn by, I forgot who. It was just, it was a very busy day for the Krusty Krab, and then SpongeBob got the job. So, yay. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tiny Tim.
Thank you, my dear, wonderful friends. What a thrill it is to be here tonight on this little special.
I wonder if this was a
To hear some
persona
numbers, old and new,
he
made by
did.
great artists of the past.
Or if he was always like this.
Henry Burr, Irving Kaufman, Harry Richmond, Maurice Chevalier, and all the rest of them. God bless them all.
Tiny Tim respected other singers. He was really kind guy even in his final hours. Yeah. And this is not his final performance, right? This is from like a years back. It's interesting how it's just the one instrument. We don't have the rest of them. It's just him. Like there's no bass, there's no drums or anything. Oh, there we go. They weren't coming in yet. Okay.
I'm right here to say when I'm old and grey, I'll be right in my prime. loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
I spoke too soon on the instruments. But even still, just that one part, the first part of the song, just him.
Just take it from me, I'm just as free as any daughter. I do what I like, just what I like, and how I love it. I'm right here to say when I'm old and gray, I'll be right in my prime. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Having a wonderful time.
It's also interesting. I feel like this version of the song, this rendition of the song, sounded different than the one that we had from SpongeBob.
God bless you all. How wonderful you are.
I feel like there was different instruments utilized from this one compared to that as well. Maybe that's just because it was an earlier performance, or maybe because it was a live performance and they kind of changed some things around. I don't really know. This is from 1968. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, this is like way, way before. It's just it's really interesting. Like he has such a falsetto like vocal style when he sings. It's just it's so high up there, and there's a bit of vibrato when he's doing some singing as well. And he's just out there playing the ukulele, and I don't know where all the other instruments were coming from. They weren't like directly behind him, so he didn't have the band right behind him or anything. But yeah, I think all the different things, like the xylophone, for example, like that's not a typical instrument, you know, for a band or anything. Just some really uniqueness that really set him apart from a lot of other performers, especially if it was in the 60s. You know, you have like really unique instruments for stage like that. So yeah, I think it's really cool how he went about all of that, and obviously the audience loved it too. I think it's a good song. It's just really interesting, you know. But yeah. Still a great song. This is from 68. Well, he also sung live too. Yeah, of course. So yeah. Definitely fun. All right. So do that. There we go. And let's go ahead and turn this on. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So I gotta get something to eat. I'm starving. I should not be going this long without eating lunch. I really shouldn't. Let me see real quick. Valid. Alrighty, so yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Did want to thank everybody for being here. Y'all are freaking awesome. Trying to think. Definitely check out all the reactions that are dropping this week. I went over the release schedule earlier this week, and I always drop the release schedule on the socials and in the Discord. If you want to check out what's releasing, it's the artist and everything. I never put it up in the post section on YouTube because like I'm sure there's some people that don't want to be spoiled, so I get that. And I don't want to inadvertently spoil anybody in case they want to be surprised by what's dropping. But if you're curious, go check out the socials, check out the Discord. It's all in there. All the links are in the description. Should be live next week, the usual times. It'll be 12 o'clock on Monday for The Last of Us. Continuing that game, having a lot of fun with that. And then next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central, it'll be a standard reaction stream, so not themed or anything like that. But yeah, y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.